tranquilizers and her early years with Fleetwood Mac. Up next, artwork you can really sink your teeth in.
In Shangri-La. It's her first studio recording in almost 7 years. In part 2 of our interview, she discusses the highs and lows of her career, dating Fleetwood Mac guitarist Lindsey Buckingham, and her struggle with drug addiction. Part of your story is ironic because you went to get help for addiction. You started to see someone to counsel you. And that person, from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, prescribed a tranquilizer for you to take. And you became addicted to the tranquilizer.
Yeah. Basically, it was prescribed to me because I had just come off of coke, and he thought, you know, well, this will help your nerves or something. This will, you know. And I was, even at that moment, I said, well, is this going to help me sleep? And he said, no, this is really not going to help you sleep. This is really not for sleep. So in my little head, it was like, well, then why am I even going to bother to take this?
It seems so strange to give this to an addictive personality.
And especially to give it to somebody who, that was certainly, being a downer was certainly not my drug of choice. Your overwhelming feeling of wellness and your overwhelming feeling of calmness simply takes your soul away, and you have no creativity left. You have no soul left. You're just a blah, boring person.
I read something also that was heartbreaking to me, to be honest with you. You know, you're someone who loves to perform. There was a time, and I think it was the early 90s, where you'd get up on stage and you'd sing your heart out. You'd write your songs. And all anybody wanted to talk about was the fact that Stevie Nicks had gained weight.
I would never, ever have gained that weight if I hadn't been on those drugs. It would never have happened. I have killed myself in the last 5 years to get rid of that weight that I gained during those years. The weight thing
It's a
was
real
devastating
self-esteem blast.
Yeah, was devastating to me.
And how much in the back of your mind is playing the fact that for so many years you were called the sex goddess.
Mm-hmm.
Every guy thought Stevie Nicks and the gowns and the stage, and my gosh, we want you.
Yes, well,
and
it was not easy. That was horrible. So, another reason, don't take those drugs.
Word to the wise. Fleetwood Mac got back together not too long ago. Did you like
yes,
that?
Yes, I did. I love that. I love that. We're going to do another record.
Well,
we are absolutely going to do another record.
I had heard there's one standout, one
This
holdout.
won't do it.
Not do it? So
No.
will it be the same?
It'll just be the four. But we did go to the White House and play with just the four of us at the end of December for President Clinton. And I think that's what made us all kind of go, you know what, I think we can do this.
You had a period where you struggled. You mentioned Nicks Buckingham. There was a time where that group was not making it. And you went out and you were a waitress and you did whatever you could to raise money and make money for that group. Not too many people talk about that.
From 1971, when we moved to Los Angeles, Lindsay and I, until 1975, the first day of 1975, when we actually joined Fleetwood Mac, I worked the whole time.
He didn't work, though, did he?
No.
Why was it okay for you to be a waitress and him not work?
It was okay because I said it was okay. It was okay with me. I was willing to be the one that went out and was a waitress. Lindsay could not have been a waitress. For him, he stayed home and practiced guitar and just got better and better and better. And I knew that. And I really didn't mind, you know. I think about it sometimes. It was a position that I kind of liked because I really felt like I was going to make it possible for us to make it.
If you look back at 30 years, and you could go back and take a 1, maybe 2-year period, and go back and live in that period forever,
Right.
what 1 or 2 year period would it be?
It would probably be the first year of Fleetwood Mac.
You can go your own way.
The first year, because it was just so exciting. And really, I mean, I gave like my notice, you know, at the restaurant I worked at in Beverly Hills, 2 weeks. And I made it. I actually went to work for the 2 weeks. And then I was rich.
How would you want people to react when they hear the name Stevie Nicks, if they're music fans? What do you want them to think about?
Good old rock and roll. When people say to me, you know, your music makes up the tapestry of my life, I have to tell you back, it makes up the tapestry of mine also. So when I hear, you know, Don't Stop, I mean, I go all the way back there also, along with all of you.
Anything you wanted to do that you didn't do?
No.
No regrets?
No regrets.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you.
Stevie Nicks. And still to come this morning on Forever Young.